Spanning the Lehigh Valley, bringing you a variety of sports. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. The fans' passion for athletic competition. This is the Noise Nation's vast valley of sports. Brought to you by Decal, D-Pro's Dish, Cram's Corner, Cheryl Pursell, and your host, founder of the Noise Nation Dan.
We're going on Piggy Patrol, looking for piggies we go. We wind through town, first up then down. We're going on Piggy Patrol.
Hey Noise Nation, we're back here at Coca Cola Park with Steve Susdorf again with the IronPigs. How's the season going for you this year?
Well, season's going pretty well. We got off to a little bit of a slow start, got hot, got cold for a little bit, and now things have been turning around. Winning those last 3 out of 4 was a step in the right direction. Hopefully we could continue that into this series with Columbus.
Yeah, it was a really exciting games the last few days. I've seen you bounce around a little bit. You've been up in the lineup, down in the lineup. You've been DH. You've been out in right field. You've been here and there. Is there some place where you're the most comfortable?
I like to be out in the outfield. Right field has been where I've mostly played here, but right field and left field is kind of where I played my career. So I'd say those two positions. But I mean, I'm just good being in the lineup, finding a way to contribute and help our team win ball games.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of guys say that they feel sharper when they're out on the field, not DH. And is there something to that for you, or is it doesn't matter? Just put me in the lineup no matter what.
Yeah, it keeps you in the rhythm of a game when you're in the lineup out there on defense. But DHing, you got to find a way to stay in that rhythm. So I've tried to come up with just a routine. When I know my time is coming up to hit, the inning before, go and get the blood flowing a little bit, run some sprints, and stay loose and make sure I'm ready for that at bat.
Recently, you've been hitting second, which means lots of times maybe you're asked to do some different things at the plate. Do they ask a lot of you hitting second in terms of if there's a guy on base, or it really doesn't matter?
It doesn't really matter. They made an effort this year to make sure we're hitting and running and sack bunting and things like that, regardless of where you are in the lineup. So for me, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, I like hitting in the 2-hole. It's nice. I like to see a lot of pitches, and that helps a lot in a 2-hole hitter. So I think that's why I've landed there, and it's been going pretty well so far.
All right, well, tonight is Batman night. Do you have any feelings about wearing a Batman jersey?
Yeah, jerseys look just fine. I know it'll be the fans will like it, and I like to wear white pants with it, but I hear we're wearing the black pants again, so we'll make the most of it.
Yeah, that's been a theme today. That even with the new jerseys, the Black Friday jerseys, that everybody likes them. They're nice and light. They're nice and cool. But golly, can we get some different pants going?
Yeah, I like the white pants. They just look more like baseball pants. But the fans like whatever the fans like. That's what we're gonna wear. And I guess they like the all black out night.
Well, I'm not sure that's what they like. I think that's we could take a vote and and we'll see. A lot of people say a better stripe on the side of them might be a little more striking. And I will tell you from upstairs, I told Coach Morandini, I said, sometimes I'm looking at the field. I think there's too many players there because the umps look the same. If they're all in black, then. And our players there's too many fielders. So I'm not sure the black pants are popular with the fans either, but we'll see. They'll adjust it sometime, I imagine.
Yeah, who knows.
So and then we've got the bacon going this year. So we've got the bacon outfits. What do you think about the bacon?
Those are really cool jerseys. They've stirred up a lot of chatter all over the place. Back at home, people are asking me for bacon hats. So I love the jersey, love the pants. Everything's comfortable. I think it looks pretty good. We're all for it.
Yeah, now you've been on different teams. There's always promo nights with the jerseys and so on. What's the craziest one you can remember wearing?
Probably these bacon pants, to be honest. Like I said, they've stirred up a lot of chatter, and everyone's talking about them, and that's what you want. It gets a lot of people coming out to IronPigs games and knowing about the IronPigs, and that helps out a lot.
Are you watching any of the World Cup?
Oh, a little bit. I'm not a huge football fan or soccer fan or whatever you want to call it. I grew up playing a little bit of soccer, but yeah, I don't follow it a ton. But it's always on TV, so I kind of keep an eye on it.
All righty. Thanks a lot. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right, thanks a lot.
Now, you're a bench coach this year. You've been a manager the last couple of years. What are the differences there?
Well, I mean, there's a lot more responsibility as a manager, especially in-game stuff. You know, you always have things going through your head and trying to kind of play an inning ahead as a manager and what you want to do as far as certain offensive situations, how you want to use your bullpen, things like that, how you want to move your defense around. As a bench coach or fourth coach here, the responsibilities aren't as great, but, you know, I still deal with the positioning of the infielders and outfielders and coach them first and third base. So there's still a lot of responsibility. I'm having fun with it.
Good. Now, do you miss that? You find yourself in the game thinking, you know, I wish maybe I'd be doing some other stuff right now, or you're too busy with the other to really think about it?
Yeah, I'm too busy right now, especially with the positioning of the players in between innings and coaching the bases. You know, I leave all the managerial stuff to Grundy and let him worry about all that stuff. But, I have my own things I have to worry about out there and just try and do them the best of my ability.
Are you looking forward to being a manager again soon or later or someday? Is that the ultimate goal, or is the ultimate goal the majors no matter what? What's your end game?
Well, I mean, the ultimate goal, I think, is the majors. But I'd like to be given a shot to manage at some point in the major leagues. But we'll see where coaching here takes us. And, I'm just enjoying myself now. We've got a real good group of players here and very coachable and good coaching staff. So I'm just having fun and enjoying it.
Yeah, it certainly does seem like it's a good group here. Had you been here before? You're too busy down in Lakeland or Lakewood, or had you heard anything about Lehigh Valley?
I was here one time. There was a tryout, and my son came to it up here. I think it was 2 years ago. And that was the only time I've been here. So this is really my first experience of an extended time here. And, it's a great place to play. The fans are great. Stadium's beautiful. And, like I said, I've been really enjoying it here.
All right, so it's Batman night tonight. You're going to have a Batman uniform on, and you've been on a lot of teams, done a lot of things. What's the craziest uniform you ever wore?
Well, we always did a camo type uniform in Lakewood, which was kind of crazy. It really didn't match anything else that we had on, but that was probably the craziest. But we've done some crazy ones here. The all black uniform is the first for me.
Yeah, that's a regular Friday night uniform, because that was my next question. Was we've got the bacon going too. So what's the black or the bacon? Those are the two craziest usual uniforms, not one-off type of deals.
Yeah, I don't mind the bacon uniforms. They're actually very comfortable, and it's a little different wearing gray at home. Usually don't wear gray pants at home, but the gray uniforms I really like. I really enjoy. The black ones, it's still up for debate, I guess we could say.
Yeah, I can tell you from the stand, sometimes you get confused with the umpires. Seems like there's too many players on the field there for a few minutes.
The jerseys are good. I don't mind the jerseys. I think maybe if we went to our white pants with the black jerseys, but just for me, the black pants with the red shoes that we have to wear really kind of clash. But I think people enjoy the different types of uniforms. I know the bacon strip on the hat and things like that have been a big hit here, so that's nice to see.
Yeah, have you watching any of the World Cup?
Not really. I'm not a big soccer fan. I think it's kind of boring, to be honest with you. I have enough to worry about here playing baseball and watching my kids play. And, I'm a big baseball fan. I'm a big basketball fan. So those are really the two big sports I watch.
Your kids play baseball mostly? They play any other sports?
They play baseball. My middle child, he's a junior was a junior this year. He played basketball too, high school basketball. They go out and they love playing baseball. I try not to put too much pressure on them. Just let them go out and enjoy themselves and play the game the right way, and we'll see where that takes them.
Yeah, I've coached my kids in baseball a little bit myself, and I don't know that much about baseball, but I think it's universal. Dads and boys sometimes. Your kids take coaching from you?
Yeah, they do. I think I'm like every other dad. Usually they don't listen to their own dads. They listen to everybody else but their own dads. But, I just try and, I've learned a lot from this game, and I've been around a lot of great people, a lot of knowledgeable people, and I'm trying to instill that in their games. And I think for the most part they listen to me, and like I said, I try not to put too much pressure on them. There's enough pressures out in the world right now with school and all kind of other things. There's no need to put pressure on them on the baseball field, so I just let them go out there and enjoy themselves.
All right, thank you, Coach. Thank you for your time, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're back here at Coca Cola Park with Coach Ray Burse. What can you tell us about this season, different from last?
Well, I think the thing that we have different than last year, we got a few more veterans on the ball club, Mark. We're competing. Not that the club last year didn't compete. We had a lot of young players on the club, a lot of prospects, and you normally don't see that at AAA level. I think the thing this year is we got guys that want to win, understand what it takes to win, and compete with a passion. And just a group of guys that really work and pull for each other day in and day out. Last year's club was just a young ball club, and you deal with that. That's just the nature of the beast and what you dealt with. But this year's kind of unique because we got a few older players that has been around with other organizations and understand the concept of pitching, understand what it takes to get yourself ready to pitch and go out and compete.
I had an opportunity to be on the radio the other night. I was asked what my outlook was for the second half of the season, and I said that my outlook was pretty good, and one of the reasons was top to bottom, this pitching staff is pretty good. Not a lot of weakness in there. We got the veteran starters every day, and you've got front to back in the bullpen pretty solid.
That is true. When you get a good mixture of veteran leadership and youth that has talent, you got a combination of good arms and coming out of the bullpen that understand the concept of pitching. You got some wily veterans down there that understands the concept of pitching. So everybody kind of helps each other on this pitching staff, which is kind of unique. When our starters go out and do their side work, the other starters come down and watch them do their side work and offer suggestions and input. So you get a combination of me saying what I need to say and their own teammates saying what they need to say.
Now change is a constant, as they say, with a minor league team, and we're bound to have some changes here in the second half of the season. Do you think we'll see the kid Jesse Biddle come up from Reading during the second half?
I have no idea. I don't make those decisions, and it would be futile for me to even make a suggestion in that regard. This game is based on performance, Mark. We all know that. You perform consistently. You keep your game plan going in the direction it needs to go, and then things happen for you in the game of baseball. So, if that happens, it'll be a great step for him. If it doesn't happen, he's still got some growing to do, and when it's time for him to make that move, they'll know, the people who make the decisions.
Now, I heard a rumor that you have your own walk-up song, and I hadn't noticed, but you walk out to the mound, the same song gets played more than once. Is that true?
I don't know. It seems to be the same song, and where they get this information, I have no idea, Mark. So
you didn't pick it, is what you're saying?
We were talking one day on the bus, and they asked me your favorite song, and I told them what a couple of favorite songs. The next thing I know, when I'm going to the mound, they're playing it. So who knows?
All right. Well, we're mysterious ways, I guess. Mysterious ways. We're wearing Batman uniforms tonight. But what do you think about that?
I don't care what we wear as long as we get a W.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I'm here with Rusty Ryal from the IronPigs. Let me, I know it's been a couple of weeks, but let me welcome you to the team. What do you think so far?
Good crowd, good club to be on, and I've enjoyed it so far.
Now, had you had time in the International League before? I think you had, just for a short amount of time.
Yeah, I had a short stint with Gwinnett. I really enjoyed the league. Travel's pretty decent, a lot of good ballparks to play in.
Did you ever visit here as a visiting player when you were with Gwinnett, or didn't get up here during that time?
No, unfortunately, I was down in the south more than towards the east more than I was up here in the northeast, so I didn't really get to come up here at all, but I've enjoyed it so far.
Now, you'd played for Grundy before, right? And from what I understand, that's maybe part of why you're back here. Is that part of it, or not so much?
Well, I think one thing you always want to do is play hard for your managers and show that you're a good team player and you're willing to go out there and do whatever it takes to get a win. And I think no matter what the manager you've played for or has watched you play, as long as they know that about you and value the quality of your time on the field, it always helps.
Now, when I saw you come to the team, I saw you were listed as an infielder, but you've been doing some outfield lately. Is that something that you've always done, kind of moved around utility stuff, or?
Right before I got called up to the big leagues in 2009, I started to play left field just to I guess suffice as the super utility guy. And once I got up there, I moved around to first, right field, left field. So I've had some experience in doing that at a pretty high level.
Where are you most comfortable?
Wherever they put me.
In the lineup, right?
Yeah, as long as I got a bat, I'm good.
All right, well, we're wearing Batman uniforms tonight. Have you ever worn anything crazier than a Batman uniform?
On a baseball field?
Correct.
No. Everywhere else, probably.
All right, we've got bacon uniforms too. How long after you got here did you realize you were going to be wearing bacon?
About 5 minutes. I had to stop and ask what was on the hat, and I said I can't read the writing, and they said it's because it's bacon, and I said, well, I've never worn bacon before on purpose, so it's actually the best fitting hat, so I kind of like it.
It's been a theme. The bacon uniform is the most comfortable. Everybody I've talked to. You watching any of the World Cup?
I am. I actually became a soccer fan a couple of years ago, actually through playing video games. It's kind of got me interested in the personalities, and it's really cool to see a lot of people come together in an event like that and represent their countries, and it means a lot to them. It's almost equivalent to the Olympics, probably even more important as soccer standards go. So I actually enjoy it. It's always on the clubhouse, and this guy over here. Just taking time to appreciate, the game of soccer away from baseball is always fun.
I saw you guys playing out here earlier. Were you part of that group, playing some soccer in the outfield?
No pig play. I don't do that.
All right, well, thanks a lot for your time, and good luck in the game tonight.
Thanks for having me.
And here we are back at Coca Cola Park with Tyler Hansen. You've been leading off lately. How do you feel about that?
I'm comfortable there. Just wherever I can find myself in the lineup is always a good spot.
Yeah, I didn't know what to think yesterday, and then I thought, wait a minute, this guy's got the most stolen bases on the team. That's a great place for him.
Yeah, I think as long as I can manage to have good at-bats and get on base and put myself in good situations to steal bases, I think it's a good spot.
Your success rate stealing bases has been really good. How much of it is speed? How much of it is technique?
I think more of it's just kind of picking when to go and who to go against, and knowing catchers that you're playing against.
All right, well, you guys don't get much of this, but there's a competition between the IronPigs and the Ryal Riders, and the series every year, the Iron Rail series, and there's a little trophy and all that, and it doesn't really mean anything to anybody but me, probably. But the teams are at each other a little bit this year. We've got urinal pucks here at the IronPigs with the Rail Riders on them, and they're giving away disparaging T-shirts when we go up on July 1st, and that's coming up. So we decided we're going up there, and we made our own T-shirt. So let me show you. Here it says, friend, you've got a friend of the IronPigs, but it wasn't enough for us to just do this with the tickets and the T-shirts. We decided we're going to raise some money for charity. So let me show you the back. Nice. We decided to do it for Mark. We had the T-shirts sponsored and the tickets sponsored, so every cent we raise is going to be donated. So a bunch of us are going up there. When you hear some noise on July 1st, you'll know it's us out in the outfield, and we'll all be wearing these blue T-shirts.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right. You want one?
Absolutely. Thank you.
And now, one last question. How do you feel about Batman uniforms?
I'm more of a Superman guy, but I think we can manage to wear them tonight.
All right, okay.
They look pretty sweet, by the way.
Do they? All right, well, we can't wait to see them. Have a great game tonight.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah.